if the period of e की power 3. Okay students, see this question. So they have mentioned that period of this particular function is t1 and this particular function is t2, then what is the value of t1 divided by t2? Now here, before solving this question, by looking at the greatest integer function, don't come into conclusion that it is not periodic. Individually, if it is there, then it is not periodic. Now it is associated with something, then it may be converted into fractional part of x. Whenever greatest integer function question is given, means first we need to think, is there any possibility to convert this one in the form of fractional part? Now if you observe the first one I am taking, that is e to the power of 3 into x minus step x. This is equals to, you can write e to the power of 3, x minus step x is always fractional part of x. That's it. Now we need to concentrate on this one, fractional part of x only. So e is a constant, 2 point something only. We know that constant to the power function is there. No need to bother about that constant, only concentrate about the function. So therefore, t1 equals to fractional part function period, fundamental period is 1. So we wrote that one. We will come back to the next one. See. E power 3x minus step of 3x or greatest integer function of 3x. What is this one? How can you write 3x minus step of 3x? That's it. Okay. Students, see, fractional part of x is x minus step x, means 3x minus step of 3x is what? Fractional part of 3x. That's it. Fractional part of 3x, if you expand, we will get this only structure. So that is the only thing in this question. So whether you can identify or not, that is the examiner's intention. 3x minus step of 3x is nothing but fractional part of 3x. Therefore, t2 means the period of this function. The fundamental period of fractional part of x is 1, but divided by x coefficient is what here? 3. So we got both the values. So t1 divided by t2 equals to 3 is your answer.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now students, check this question. If f of x equals to sin pi greatest integer x divided by fractional part of x. Now the question is, then check whether the given function is periodic or not. Okay, students, check. Those who are applying mind to this problem, the not so simplifications. Just observe the question. F of x equals to sin pi. Here what we have? Greatest integer function. Greatest integer function output is always integer. Sin n pi is always 0. Sin n pi, integer is giving means n pi is always 0. That means we are getting 0. So f of x is equals to 0. F of x equals to 0 means a constant function. Functional value is 0. Functional value is 0 means it is a constant function, and constant function is periodic with no fundamental period. Period of modulus of trigonometric functions. Whether it is mod sin x, mod cos x, mod secant x, mod cosecant x, anything is there. So its period is always pi. So because we have the graph, see, y equals to modulus of sin x, if you recall the graph. So how the modulus of sin x graph will take above the x axis, and whatever is there below the x axis will take its reflection. Like that it will go, and other side also. So now clearly it is repeating for every pi. So that's why modulus function, any trigonometric modulus function you take, its fundamental period is always pi. So keep this point in mind. So now period of a function of the type f of x either plus or minus g of x. Students, in this type, how to find the fundamental period is first always will prefer to simplify this one as single function. So, if you have sum of 2 or product of 2 is there, means first we will check the possibility of simplification. If you observe that simplification is not possible or simplification is so lengthy, then the best idea is you find the period of individual functions. You find the period of t1, means f of x, let us assume that is t1, and g of x period is t2. So, then period of the question is, suppose period of, I am writing q, q means question, period of question is LCM of those two periods. So, that is the solution. Okay. So, this is simple technique. Instead of going for simplification, simplification is possible, then my suggestion is better go for simplification. If you feel that simplification is highly impossible there or it takes so many steps, then immediately you find the period of the first function, assume that that is t1, and find the period of the second function, assume that that is t2, and overall period will be LCM of period of f of x comma g of x. That means in this example LCM of t1 comma t2. So, based upon this we will see an example. Say, find the period of f of x equals to sin x plus tan x. So, now here students will find period of sin x. We know that period of sin x is 2 pi and period of tan x is pi. Now, the question is the period of f of x is equals to LCM of 2 pi comma pi. We know that LCM of 2 pi comma pi is 2 pi. So, that is the period of this particular function, like this. Next question. Period of f of x equals to this one. Now, here secant odd is there. When it is even, then it is pi. When it is odd power means we will get 2 pi. 2 pi divided by x coefficient. X coefficient is what? 1 by 3. 2 pi divided by 1 by 3 means what? You will get 6 pi. Now, we will come back to tan. So, tan whatever may be the power, whether even power is there, odd power is there, it is pi. Now, we want LCM of these two. 6 pi and pi LCM is what? 6 pi. That is the solution.